support surviving fentanyl. I finally got her here with me, guys.
Hey y'all, what's up?
So we just want to give you guys an update on everything that's going on. We got the new wristbands in. I'm show you on my arm, and then I'll cut to a clip and show you guys up close and personal. The new packaging has our QR code on it for you can go directly to our website. We have a fundraiser coming up. I'll cut again. You guys will start seeing promotion for this on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all platforms.
It's our virtual community fundraiser with Panda Express. We're partnering with them.
And what money is this for? This isn't the one.
That is the April one, so we have one March 22nd.
Okay.
And then there's also one April 24th.
Yeah, so we wanna and what I'm seeing, Shonda, too, is that is the
I changed all the information.
No, I was seeing if the codes were the same, but it's pretty much the same, but it isn't the same.
Yeah, it's
so,
for each, it changes a little bit for each fundraiser we do.
Yeah, so I'll also put that in too. We have pamphlets we're going to be handing out. We want to, start educating, because that is one of our biggest things we want to do is education. So the pamphlet just really breaks down the understanding of fentanyl addiction, signs and symptoms of the addiction, risk, consequences, overdose rates, getting help. It tells you a little bit about what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit on our vision statement, a little bit about our plan of action. We want to make sure that we're supporting our people in the community. That's one of our major goals. And, we want to see a world where every person has access to the resources that they need. And in order for that to happen, we all have to work together to meet that goal. So that's one of our visions when it comes to addiction and fentanyl and how we can help. And we have a really robust plan of action, but we want to give little ideas of what those things are. So if you see one of the pamphlets around, get one, look, and just know that we're out here in the community.
So you'll see us out selling the wristbands, asking for donations for the wristbands in person. You can also go to our website and still get a wristband, www.ssfnonprofit.org. So we have a couple other ideals too. We're still working out the logics and the kinks and everything, making sure that we're covering ourselves and the people who donate. We just want to make sure that we're doing it every step the right way.
We do have some an upcoming fundraiser with Little Caesars. We're going to partner with some other community action groups. It's going to be a lot coming our way, so all you guys need to do is continue to look on the website. It'll have all that information on there. We'll be uploading a copy of the brochure on there. Again, you can always still go onto the site and the top of the home page, hit donate. If you don't necessarily want a bracelet, you just want to contribute somehow, and you can always donate that way. Give any amount that you'd like. We appreciate any donation. We're also one of our future projects coming up pretty soon here. We will be giving out hygiene packets because
that's the stuff I like talking about. Yeah, so LaShonda's more of the board, I'm more of the outreach. She more organizes it. So if you guys don't like a fundraiser or the way we get them back, she's the one you guys need to be mad at.
You can go ahead and give me comments. Please add them on the chat on our website, www.ssfnonprofit.org. I will respond to you in the kindest way. We do really appreciate any of your feedback. If you have any ideas, if you have any companies or if anyone that you would like to refer us to, any kind of fundraising events you know of that are coming up that we might be able to partner with, let us know. Hit us up on our website.
Yep. And so let's get into it. Let's jump on into the podcast. We wanna educate, but we also want to share our life stories, how we feeling about it, things that inspire us. And you were watching a interview this morning.
Yes.
And who was it about?
This was an interview just actually about sports here in Arizona, and I pretty much listen to it every morning. But it was one of the former Phoenix Suns player named Rex Chapman. He was talking about addiction and how he just, unknowingly he ended up getting addicted to his prescribed medication because of an injury. And one of the things I really liked that he said in one part of that interview was that one of the people on the show, shout out to Big Lean Rock, who listened at the morning, but one of them was asking him a question and making a statement actually that he was prescribed the medication, and it was understandable because he had had surgeries due to injuries. And one thing that I liked that Rex said was that not that it's an excuse, but it really just didn't matter. It happens to people. And he didn't accept that as, yes, you're right, what was me? I got addicted because I had surgery. People have surgery every day. People get hurt every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're addicted, sometimes they're not. So I like the fact that there was a bit of accountability there where he's like, hey, I'm just like any other person. It doesn't make a difference if I had surgery, if I was a professional athlete. I'm just another human being who got caught up in being addicted, and it didn't matter how. His whole point was, I was an addict. And that's how it is. You start losing sight of the fact that these are just other people.
Yeah.
That easy segue into our mom and her addiction.
Mm-hmm.
She's just another person, a person that loved her family, family members that were older, that were already into drugs and stuff, and kind of encouraged her. And that's how she got introduced to drugs. So although we all have the ability to choose, it's just the fact that we're all people. We're different. We're just human beings trying to make it, and you get caught up in something and don't know how severe it's going to affect your entire life. So anyway, shout out to Rex for taking accountability and understanding the addiction, that it's just people, and that all the addicts, just like him, deserve the help that he got, or have access to those resources just like him. He's not special because he was a professional athlete.
Because, not to cut you off, but that's one of the main things about fentanyl addiction is because 90% of the people, let's break it down a little bit more simpler, and let's just talk about it as an opiate, right? Mm-hmm. You're usually introduced to opiate through some kind of doctor, medical care. You usually have supervision, right? And then once you learn about it, you figure out ways it can help you in other things in life. We were talking about how fentanyl and opiates have a different effect on men and women. Like with men, even sexually, right? It enhances you. It's just like drinking liquor until it doesn't, right? Because then it gets to a point that you get so caught up into the addiction that that's one of my main things that always resonate with me, because if you guys are paying attention to our YouTube channel, I had an interview with Intel. He worked for Intel. He worked on processors. He bought his mom a brand new, not Chevy, Toyota. What's the name of the Toyota van? Michael mom actually was looking at one today too while I was over there. It was nice. They brought it to her, and his brother was with her too.
Oh, Chris?
Yeah, I think it was already wheelchair ready and everything.
Yeah. More than likely, because she's trying to work there.
Yeah, but anyways, he said that his mother was his everything, was his reason why. You know what I'm saying? So when he lost her, he lost his reason. He lost his purpose. And that's why one of my main things is inspiring sobriety, not shoving it down your throat. And then also Man, I done seen it in every walk of life because I do a lot of the interviews, obviously, and it's just like, man, you were doing that. I wish I was in that position. Like,
what their life was
before the fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, and it's just like it'll wow you, right? And I always try to ask that question, like, where got you here? What and another thing too that I noticed about when I'm doing interviews is it doesn't matter if they've been on it for 20 years or 1 year, they can remember that day, where when they turned to the whole thing. So, if
that's really scary.
Yeah, and that's
sad.
And that's the thing that the scarier part is that we judge, we put stigmas on people, we put names and jackets on people, and it's like, man, this could be you.
It really could be, and then especially like, you don't know until you're in it that you're that person. You know what I'm saying? Mama had a very caring yet addictive kind of personality.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just the opioids. It was, even people, relationships that she didn't need. She just was such an addictive person, and that was just her personality. So it's interesting if you start thinking about the person, peel away all the different layers of you're dirty, you're homeless, you had this job, now you're broke, and all of the things, all of the stigmas. You said peel all that away, and then get to the core of that person, and you start to think, dang, this could be me, or this could be my child, or my person that I know is this loving, this kind, whatever it is.
And that's where I want to take it to body dependency, right? It's a different when you're addicted to something and you keep doing it because mentally. So crack, what you're saying, is a mental. But with fentanyl, it's physical. It's your body, right? Like one of the guys I interviewed, I'm trying to think of his name. I asked him, I said, what does withdrawing from fentanyl feel like? He said, imagine having the pneumonia and the flu at the same time, and your body is hurting in the runs. When your body get involved, it's different, and because I've done counseling, I've done rehabs, I've done it all. So, and in there they taught us about what's the difference between body dependency and addiction, right? Some people have to have it, right? And that's where I'm like, man, it got to be another drug or something that they can come up with to kind of help with the kicking of it. But it's all of them. You got to kick for 3 days. If you can kick for 3 days, you can kick. You know what I'm saying?
That's the idea. A lot of addicts say it's worse to go through those 3 days than to quit.
Yeah. So when I went to rehab one time, it was this young lady. She was in her early 20s. I'm talking about that she was withdrawing from fentanyl. I didn't know what fentanyl was at that time, because they were calling it blues, right? They wasn't saying like she was on them blues. So, man, this I'm talking about this woman was literally you could see her pain. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm talking about 7-8 days in though. Man, you ain't over there yet? And she was still hurting or whatever. So, that's why as we embark on this journey, and anybody that does it with us, just be patient, understand that, this is a lifelong journey. This isn't something that's going to be, I did this for you, now you should be clean, because it's I like I said, man, once you experience to that, it becomes like a disease. Sometimes you have the disease under control. Sometimes it gets out of control, like a diabetic taking insulin, right? When they're taking their insulin, right, their levels are good. But if they don't, then their levels are bad. And that's how you got to look at fentanyl also.
One of the things I think about with fentanyl, so for those who don't know, for over 20 years, I worked in clinical research where we are testing drugs out on when they get to humans. But once they get past the clinical stage, which is the animals, then it goes to the first in human, and then it goes on to different stages from there. One of the studies that Michael and I were a part of was the fentanyl patch. and maybe we could tell from our perspective who was actually on active drug versus placebo, because most of the time it's placebo in there, which is either something that fake like or sugar pill or something like that. So everybody would have a patch on, but some would have active medication on it, fentanyl, and some would not. And when I tell you the effects that we were seeing were crazy. To us, we were just like mind blown. And then fast forward to now, where so many people are addicted. It's crazy.
But, and it's a quick reality of it, right? I kind of was curious about it, like, dang, what is this? I remember looking at it when I first seen it. The first time I ever seen fentanyl and somebody smoking it, I was on 19th and Dunlap. And they all hang out there or whatever, and the dude was out there smoking it with a straw, and I'm like, man, what kind of drugs is they doing there where you smoking it, hovering? It was just something so new, and it was like, oh, boom. Then I went back to my life, and then I got reintroduced into it, where the scene or whatever, and it was like everybody's on it. It don't matter. It was like young guys that I was seeing that I thought was cool, and we were hanging, but they were on it. And then this one girl burned herself up, and from nodding off of it.
She just like a little spot?
No, she burnt the whole closet up and burnt the bottom half of her legs and everything. And
I'm not laughing. Y'all gotta understand. There's one thing in the world this man does not want to ever see or happen is somebody being burnt or him being burnt. So the fact that he even had the nerve to talk to this person is commendable. Because when she left the hospital early, because they wouldn't give her nothing, because she had, once you get a record of using narcotics, they won't give it to you. So they wouldn't give her no fentanyl for the pain. They were giving her other things that were supposed to be just as good or whatever, but she left. And I tell you, man, I thought that should have been the most scared straight moment ever. But she went right on back in. And I said, oh. But that's what I'm saying. For you, that would have been your scared straight moment, because you first of all, kill me because I'm burned. Take me now, God, take me. But it just depends on the person, because that's how strong the addiction is. I don't care how I look. I don't care how this feels. And then it's always true with these medications. She's not going to get the same feeling from the levels that they were trying to go and approach her medical situation with. And a lot of people, a lot of addicts, just like Mama, she would go into the hospital and she would say, I need Dilaudid. You want to go straight to there? We can't start with no Motrin.
Yeah, I'm going to get what she wanted for.
We can't start with Motrin, ma'am. You want to go, I need Oxycontin.
And that's the thing, that the opiate pandemic or whatever, it happened in the medical realm first.
That's where it started, but that's been around so long though. That's the thing, these drugs have been around for a very long time. It's just that no matter what it is, I know a lot of times people want to blame the pharmaceutical companies, and in some instances it has been them, because they'll see the effect and they I don't care, keep pumping it out, because they make so much money off of it. So yes, sometimes in that aspect, some people are just super greedy and that's what they're gonna do. But on the other side of that, there's not gonna be time that I've known of so far where there's been a scientist that says, I'm gonna make this drug that's gonna make everybody addicted. And there's usually somebody who's seen the pain, who's seen the hurt, who's seen the diseases, who's seen the need, and they try to come up with a way to help. It's so it's sad that it goes from something helpful, beneficial, to an unknown, that it was gonna be so addictive, and then some people overlooking it for money, and then where we are now.
So I'm switch gears on that, because I agree.
Oh, you ain't got no switch gears.
I do, man.
I want you to hook up the sound.
But what you're saying is right. I know Dr. Johnson created fentanyl in 1959, I think it was. Something like that. I posted it, I looked it up and everything. But right now, fentanyl is being made in China. right? It's the one sending it to us. They're sending it through China to Mexico to America. So I blame China. Trump said, they was like China. But no, I really believe that though. And if you do a little bit of research into it, you'll see the path and everything. You can't smoke a joint in China, but they sending fentanyl here. You know what I'm saying? With the state of what I think one of the other
money though. Just like I said, it don't matter. Somebody over there's like, I can send it all over there.
Yeah, so it's definitely the chemical warfare. Also, I always say the sherm babies raise crack babies raise fentanyl babies. What's next?
It's always something.
Man, if they make something more putting fentanyl, we out of here, buddy. You know that. But yeah, so yeah, that boy was
Boy would know. Don't tell you what Michael say. Michael, my blue thing, y'all. Being misses. Anywho,
we got the wedding coming up, you guys.
Yeah, that's why I was gone, y'all. I'm feeling good and I'm working hard.
Yeah,
supposed to have 3 jobs.
Yeah.
But Michael was saying
we about to open another company, so it's gonna be.
But he was saying, that's the best sleep of his life.
The boy still not there. That boy ain't never woke up.
This boy had a colonoscopy done. He gonna say, that was the best sleep of my life. Nigga, that's football for you. It's the same thing Michael Jackson said, give me more. The doctor was like, you sure?
Yeah.
Buddy, you may not wake up, Michael.
I remember one time, man, I'm gonna just tell this little funny story, right? We say we're gonna be on this. So I tried some ecstasy, right? This when ecstasy first came out. I tried some.
Didn't do you like you thought, did it?
Boy. So I get in the bed with mama. This when mama was still around. So I get in the
Wait a minute, boy. Clear this up.
So I get in the bed with mom. I feel my heart beating, but it ain't work. I felt like I was breathing, but like the air wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, so we called the ambulance. I'm tripping like that. I feel like, Mom, I know. She's like, where's you breathing? I'm like, no, I don't care. I can't. It ain't. So when we on our way to the hospital, they asked me what I took. I'm like, yeah, I took half of a ecstasy pill. He looked at the driver, he looked back, and they hit the light. So that made my heart rate rush up and everything. So when I get there, they give me something to bring me down and calm me. So when they put it in me, I'm looking at mom, I'm talking to mom. Listen, I don't know what it was. Whatever they gave me in that joint, I was talking to mom. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, them drugs just don't even work on me like that. They just don't even, I woke up 2 days later. But yeah, that was that. Man, that was it. That was man, that was it. One time after that, I was done. I ain't doing it no more. After the way it made my heart feel, I'm like, I'm done. My bro, he took one. TJ took an ecstasy pill, top chunda, and let me tell you, this boy stayed in Tanya's bed for 3 days where he was tripped out. He wouldn't let her leave. But just to say that, you know, like all these man-made drugs, they don't come with recipes. You don't know what you was. I don't know what I ingested that day.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. That
that's the same thing with fentanyl. I know a young dude, and I got the interview. I'll be dropping it pretty soon where he talks about it. He had been on fentanyl for 3-4 years. His younger cousin just graduated high school. He tried something. He died the first time he did it.
That's crazy.
So you never know what you have.
You don't know. They lacing everything with fentanyl now. But like you were saying, 35 cents you can get, or however many you can get for $1, whatever. It's easy to make money on it. So if you think about it from a drug dealer or creator's perspective, if what you are asking me for ain't making you come back fast enough, let me get some lace a little something in there, because I'm gonna get you to come back to me. That's the best one I ever had. It is, and now you're addicted to fentanyl and didn't know that's what you were on.
Well, fentanyl is so potent. You could take 1 gram of fentanyl and make 10 synthetic kilograms of heroin, right? So you got to understand, you taking something big as the tip of your finger, making something as big as this is of heroin. Heroin will kill you. You get what I'm saying? So not even only lace it to make you come back to me, but I can quadruple my money. But so if I buy an ounce of coke from you, right? and I got a gram of fentanyl, I can turn this 1 ounce of coke into 20 ounces. Nigga, yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, okay,
No,
so
you're
so let me break it down into the layman's terms for anybody can understand it. It's like saying I got $1, right? And this quarter I got can take this. If I mix it with this dollar, I can make $1 million because you can because it's not real. It's synthetic, right? But it has the same effects. With fentanyl, you're hitting every cylinder, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so, you know, that's why I want to get into the schools and everything and start talking to the youth because the prison time is lengthy. They're not playing about it. The consequences, if you sell somebody a pill and they die, that's murder. You know, you might get an out day like 20 years. You might not get a life, but you know, that'll be a real bad situation. Yeah, you know, that would be a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Where you not only, you know, going to prison for selling drugs, but now you didn't kill somebody and didn't try to. So,
and you gotta live with that. If that was not your intention, then you have to live with that.
And usually,
especially if it's a friend.
Usually friends, you sell drugs to your friends, right? So even with, man, it's so crucial now. Even if you're a marijuana smoker, go to a dispensary because you just don't never know. Because all a guy gotta have is okay. Say you buying weed from a guy, but he handles meth, fentanyl too, right? Or whatever drug that you like, right? I don't do fentanyl, but your dealer deals it, right? And he mixes, cross contaminates. You know, it's just not worth it. You know, and I think. Our youth got to know that too, because it's like, man, I got an interview I did with a real estate agent. He lost his son to it, you know, and you could just see the pain. And you go into his office, it feel like this man is the saddest man in the world. Like, because, you know, with drugs back in our day, you get kicked out the house or, you know, but now when you do that, your kid go out there and then they continue and then they end up dying out there, you know. I don't condone kids doing drugs, but in our era, Shonda, like, if you did say, okay, I snorted a line of coke or something, or smoked some weed, or I took a hit of this or that or whatever, you'll be in trouble, right? You might go to jail. Your mom might put you out. You might fail your test. You might lose your job, but you weren't losing your life, you know. Now, with the youth, that's one of the biggest things, you know. And because what they're doing is, because rappers rap about it, singers sing about it, perk 30s, right? And they look like perk 30s. They recompress them like that, but it's just pure fentanyl. So if I'm a fentanyl addict, right, just say, and I'm gonna go get some for cheap, and then give you high price, and you don't know what you're ingesting. You think you're ingesting just a regular opiate, but you're really ingesting fentanyl.
I mean, realistically, in life, I've been around. We had no glamorous life, so been in the hood. And I know the transactions of, oh man, okay, we're about to go to a club, we getting hot, we got our playlist going, we pre-gaming with our drinks because we ain't paying prices for them, and then somebody wants something. Oh, let's stop over at so-and-so house. Oh, I know my homeboy sell this. But that's exactly what it is. You make that stop, you take that because you happen to trust that what I'm talking about. Because, you know, one of the things that it was not too long ago was Molly. Molly was it. And then all of a sudden they was like, ooh.
They couldn't fit on with Molly. They smoking Molly now. That's the new wave of that. They're smoking it now. So, you know, I think the drug scene just became uncool. It ain't cool like that no more. You know, like you're not just a stoner no more. Like you play Russian roulette. That was the
worst thing back in the day.
Yeah, you know. I remember my friend, we used to smoke weed. My friend dad, he used to act like we were crackheads. Man, you smoking that dope. You's a dope head. I'm like, man, this is a joint.
I'm chill.
So, We'll wrap it up, guys. We just want to share, a little bit of what we think and how we feel it. Make it an open dialogue. If you guys have any comments, questions you want to add to the conversation,
don't give us no hate. Okay, no, I'm just wondering. Y'all can tell us how y'all feel. You can tell us what you want to hear more about. If you need us to dive into a little bit more along this is a long journey. I'm 48. I know a little bit, and so we have a lifetime of stories and situations and things like that we wanted to share. And as we go along and try to help people who are addicted, try to prevent children and other people who just don't know from being addicted, we want to share all of our experiences as well, because we feel like if it helps one person, we've done what our mom would have wanted us to do.
Yeah.
Because one thing she did do was impart a lot of love into us and teach us how to love each other and love people. Some of them I ain't got time for, but
honestly, I could say Mama was responsible for teaching the family about Christ. It's a lot of people that's doing good in their life right now off her teaching. I remember Mom used to be the school bus driver. She was, not the church bus driver. She used to be in charge of, what is it called? When we go on Thursdays and it's youth meetings.
Youth meetings. She was there helping with Bible study. We were at church 5 days a week.
Mama even turned some Muslims Christian. You hear me? But
all of our friends knew, but we got a lot of stories. We have a lot of things in our life that happen. We love to share. So as we continue to go along this journey, y'all come along with us and learn a little bit about us and laugh and joke with us, and and it's all gonna tie back to us trying to help with this new issue, new epidemic, new drug that's out there. We're not oblivious to the fact that there are other drugs. Like we said, we talked about the Molly and all that stuff, and all the other drugs. So we are aware of the progression from things like marijuana to where we are now, but we just want to be a part of change, and it's something that for us is near and dear to our heart, because our mother died, and when she died, it was a domino effect from addiction. So it wasn't just one thing, it was just multiple things. But if you wanted to go back and trace back where it came from, or where the hard part stemmed from, it was from opioids, it was from fentanyl, it was from oxy and all that. So we've lived it.
From the smallest milligram of Vicodin to the highest dose. I remember one time Mom came and visited me and she had a fentanyl patch. And I didn't know what fentanyl was at the time. But everybody was like, man, that's that. So the next thing is, gateway drugs. It's just like we're getting high. At some point, the first drug you choose isn't going to work. You're going to go to the higher one, and you build your tolerance up. And like Mom used to always say, if you don't see me drinking, I ain't smoking no crack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because she said they go hand in hand, And then she would say she would try to just drink, but then she would end up needing
never. Once you get to a certain high, you're always chasing that. And it's either whatever drug it is, if you don't get back to that original high, which you're never going to do, you either keep progressing to death or you progress on to the next one and the next one and the next one, and you mix them and so on and so forth. But listen, y'all come on this journey with us. Continue to check out our website, www.ssfnonprofit.org. All the upcoming things we'll continue to list. We're going to continue to go through all of our changes and all the things that happened in our lives in the past, and all the things that brought us to where we are now. And as we try to grow and share and help be a part of change in the community, we want y'all to come along with us, learn more about us, learn more about drugs and drug prevention, and please, if you feel moved, go ahead and go to our website and donate. Get a bracelet. All of the funds are going towards things that are going to be helpful in the community. As we said before, we are selling the bracelets to get the funds so that we can go out into the community with outreach. We're in Arizona right now, so it's hot. We like to have water for the homeless, and we want to have hygiene packets, and all of those things take donations in order for us to get all of the things for it. So if you want to help us getting things like non-perishables, please, if you feel moved, go ahead and donate. Again, you can go to our website, www.ssfnonprofit.org. Up in our top page, it says donate. Click there. You can either buy a bracelet, or you can, or a wristband, I should call it, or you can just donate any amount that you feel moved to donate. You like that, boy? Smooth.
Hey, but so I want to say this too before we get up out of here.
Well, that's a long applause for me.
Yeah, buddy. I'm like, man, like, is it stuck?
AI said thank you. She was great.
Give her a double up.
Right.
But so what's We're Surviving Fentanyl, the podcast, right? SSF, right? It's a safe place for addicts to talk about addiction, to talk about childhood, trauma from drugs. 80% of us minorities have went through it. So we just want to build a platform for we can all get together and talk about and how it all affected us and everything, and get into, because there's a lot of embarrassment, a lot of shame, a lot of all those things. And before we get out of here too, I know I'm jumping, but I talked to a correction officer, and he was talking to me about mental health and how 80% of that is that. So mental health, addiction, fentanyl, and homelessness, that all ties together, and it's all the areas that we want to help in. And with hygiene and infectious disease, as I always say, we're planted on this earth together. You might not know it, but you cannot leave Earth. We pass things, so their health is ours. If you don't want to do it for them, do it for yourself. And we out.
All right, y'all. Until next time. Holla.
We're Surviving Fentanyl.
Support Surviving Fentanyl. We still matter. We still matter.